Hey, 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 good evening, ladies. Good evening, and welcome to Wine and Wisdom. It is time to sip, savor, and elevate your minds. I am Dr. Ease here to bring you the business. Now, listen, we were supposed to go live tonight, but I have got so many things going on that I needed to record this in advance because life be lifing, right? So, tonight's topic, we're talking about breaking the chain of comparison, right? Embracing your unique journey, embracing the way that you feel you need to move within your own life, because so many times we're moving at the behest and the benefit of other people, right? And so we got to start shaking and moving and sipping and grinding, and hustling in our own particular way. Now, if anything that I say to you guys in this podcast brings you some level of joy, I want us to connect beyond where we are right now, right? I want you to jump on the Ignite Your Power call. This call is specifically designed for high achieving women to help you be able to walk into your office or the boardroom with unwavering self-confidence and ability to know that you're exactly where you need to be and communicate effectively the brand power that you bring to the table, always showcasing your talent. Now, as a reminder, I'm Dr. East. You guys know I've been in the field for over 20 years, rocking out and helping women all across the country to understand what the values of their self-care, their excellence, their determination, their sexiness, and their beauty really is about, and the determination, and helping them to not only recognize that they are powerhouse women, but also redefine resiliency so that we know when to rest sometimes, right? So this is all about keeping balance, and this is why I created the opportunity for us to have Wine and Wisdom, which gives a great platform for us to really kind of talk and vibe about situationships that we go through on a regular basis as high achieving women. All right. And this is all about me helping you to design the blueprint that's going to be amazing for you for the rest of your life. So let's get into Mia. All right. So we're going to talk about Mia tonight. And Mia has always been determined and an ambitious soul. She has high standards for herself, unwavering in both her professional and her life. She's constantly, unfortunately, though, comparing herself to others that are in her same career. Now, she's a talented graphic designer. Her work is admired by her clients. She gets huge contracts. So her ability to be amazing in that office, to be amazing in that, in that space is already there. She has high skills. She knows what she does, and she does well on paper. But at the end of the day, even though she has this great creative flair, she questions it, right? Even though she executes things very well every single day where people are proud to know who she is and the person that she is and what she brings to the table, she still questions it. There still is a part of her that doesn't feel quite right, like she's not quite stepping in her space, that she's missing something, that she's a bit lost, that she's stumbling. How many of y'all have felt that way? Hello, raising my hand. Yeah, like sometimes I felt like that today. Okay, like this is regular stuff that we deal with on a regular basis because we're women. I gotta sip. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Oftentimes, what we are doing when we compare ourselves and when we are looking at others in our industry and thinking that we're not measuring up, we got to realize that we're not even putting ourselves in a fair space to be measured, right? We got to understand that we're not even putting ourselves in a fair space because we're measuring ourselves based upon somebody else. You can't measure yourself based upon someone else because they have a different ideology of how they want things to go. And if we are always measuring based upon others, then we're never going to measure things for ourselves, which means we're never going to measure up. Hello, y'all get what I'm saying? We're never going to measure up. So Mia's habit of constantly comparing herself to others led her to feelings of inadequacy. She definitely had a lot of self-doubt. She felt that her life paled in comparison to others. She felt that she was missing the point. She didn't feel as successful. She didn't feel as beautiful. And because of that, her work began to experience and reflect that. Remember, when there are seeds of doubt that are planted within us and we flower them, we water them to grow, then they are going to wither and weed themselves into every area of our lives and cause us to have self-doubt, right? And be emotionally stagnant in the spaces that we need to be thriving and moving and confident in. Now, she's tried joining women's groups. She's scrolled through all of her social media feeds. She's looking at other people's posts. She's trying to find motivation. She's listening to empowerment podcasts. She's even logged off of social media for a while, right? Who's taking that break for a minute? Said, okay, I'm not going to deal with Facebook anymore. I'm not going to deal with Instagram anymore. I'm just going to take a break. But at the end of the day, she did all this break. She did all this, let me stop comparing myself. Let me take a moment, out of sight, out of mind. And she's still in the same space that she's in. because she hasn't done the work to dig up that seed. Let me tell y'all something. Mia, and what y'all need to do is decide to take a step back. That is the nugget. Take a step back. Sometimes you have to take a step back from quite a few things, right? Not only do you take a step back from your social media and you focus on your own journey, but you also have to start being gracious, right? And grateful for the opportunities that you do have. You've got to remind yourself sometimes of where you've come from. Like, take some steps back into where you've been so that you understand that you a badass. Like, you've been handling shit all this time and you still are handling. Just because it might be getting a little heavy, that might be because you're not giving yourself the gratitude and the compassion, right? And the understanding that you need. You're not celebrating your wins. You're not taking breaks. You still responding to emails when you're on vacation. No wonder you're socially comparing yourself to everybody else, because you're not taking the time that you need to foster that thing within yourself. So ladies, listen, take a step back. When I tell y'all, and I can't even be more honest than I am right now, I am taking a step back from so many things that have been placed on me, that I have volunteered for, that I have willingly given my time to, because I now recognize, and I am recognizing, that my life is shifting. Anybody else out there shifting? My goodness, this shift is serious, right? The shift is serious, and things are moving that I didn't want to move. Things are moving that I was like ready to be moved. And then some stuff, hell, I feel ain't moving damn fast enough. But guess what? I'm gonna keep taking that step back and recognizing where I've come from, because the best motivation that I have is the person looking at me in the mirror, baby. Do y'all hear me? That girl that looks back at you, that's your chick. That's your ride or die, because she letting you know what you've come through, what you've overcome. And she's also the way for you to move forward. All right. Now, if y'all vibe with me on that and was with me, I hope y'all were taking notes to take a step back and reflect on how awesome you already are. I want you to click that link to jump on my Ignite Your Power call. This is all about you finding that balance in your professional life, finding that strength in your emotional space to help you, excel and propel yourself forward professionally. Because let me tell y'all something, that mental set is not on point, nothing else will be. Okay, that is the baseline and the motherboard of how we work and how we operate. With my Ignite Your Power call, we talk about several things. We clarify your goals and your values so that you can gain confidence in what truly matters in you. We build assertiveness, the ability for you to speak up and speak out about what's important, and also cultivate an action plan so you know exactly what you need to do, because this is your own blueprint, your own powerhouse blueprint. All right. Now, if that makes sense for us to work together, we will. If it don't, we won't. But it's a free call. So go ahead and click the button, stop playing. Listen, as always, y'all, it's been a blast serving and providing the insight. You guys have the wine. You know I bring the wisdom to the table. Please like, share this video with others. These are things that I bring from my heart, and this is real, because us ladies, we've got to stick together, support each other, and have each other's backs on this, okay? Again, this is Dr. E Speaks. Till next time, embrace your individuality and your unapologetic authenticity. I'll talk to you ladies really soon. You take care. Bye.